Hey, what's up, guys? Ryan again here. Want to do this cool little informational video about something I'm highly interested in. I've been researching quite a bit over the last probably week and a half. That's why it took me a little bit to send the video out to you guys about this. What it is it's called IIFYM, or If It Fits Your Macros. And if you're like me, I personally hate dieting, and dieting is always kind of the caveat that always I seem to fail on well before my my training. And the reason is it's when you diet, you're either all in on a diet or you're not dieting. And with that said, you can do things like, you know, you follow clean eating for, let's say, 4 to 6 weeks, and then boom, then you go out and you have like a week-long binger where you're just, you know, where you eat like shit, whatever you want, you feel fat, you feel bloated, and it basically kind of just cancels out everything you just did because you just, you know, blew your diet up so bad the last like week. And I kind of got tired. I'm going on 30 years old now. I'm just tired of doing that. It's always either I'm dieting or I'm not dieting. And I kind of wanted to figure out some way to do, kind of develop a healthy eating lifestyle. And I mean, even though I've kind of always done that, I'm not saying I just eat like crap all the time. I wanted to do something a little more attainable, and that's what kind of turned me on to this IIFYM, or If It Fits Your Macros. And what it is, I really want to explain it because when I was researching, I found that there wasn't like a how-to guide on how to do it. You had to watch. I watched tons of YouTube videos, read tons of articles about this stuff, and this is kind of like my summary of what it is. I wanted to do this to help people out who are like me, who are just wanting to do this, you know, to get into this. And like, I don't really care about a lot of the science behind it, even though I believe you need to have a base foundation of what it is. I'm more like, just tell me what to eat, tell me what to do, and I'm just going to do it. And if I'm going to, you know, fail as I go and figure things out. So what it is your body needs a certain number of macronutrients and micronutrients every day to live and to function. So for years, bodybuilders have adopted the clean eating philosophy of chicken, brown rice, sweet potatoes, you know, eating bland food, you know, 5-6 times a day to meet these calorie goals. Now, with the guys that, I mean, I say created If It Fits Your Macros, but who are bringing it to light are saying that basically a carb is just a carb. Now, and a protein is just a protein, and a fat is a fat, and it doesn't really matter the sources that it comes from. And from a scientific standpoint, in reading, you know what I delved into, that is the truth. The body doesn't recognize whether you're eating a brown rice, a sweet potato, or a bowl of Raisin Bran cereal with milk. It doesn't recognize the difference. The body treats it as a carb, as a carb. So, with that said, when you figure out your daily macronutrient needs, you don't have to eat clean that whole time. And what this does is it creates a little bit of flexibility in your diet for people who maybe just don't want to follow diet all the time, who still want to, you know, not drink protein shakes all the time, which, as you see, I'm still drinking my protein shakes because they're good, and maybe want to have a big bowl of ice cream at night watching TV, or they really like a slice of pizza here and there, or, you know, whatever their cheat food is, or whatever their, you know, their thing is. You can have it while following if it fits your macros, as long as it fits your macros. And when I say it fits your macros, I want to help you guys figure that out. And I'm going to break it down as simple as I can. And I also have links in the description of all the calculators and things that I use to figure out mine. But the first thing you want to do is you have to figure out your base level of calories. Now, I hope I explained that enough to know that you know, you can eat whatever you want as long as you don't go over your daily caloric intake to maintain your weight. And you have to figure this out. And this is kind of a trial and error thing. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm about a week in, and my weight's been fluctuating a lot. So I'm still trying to iron things out and figure out what I need to do. So first things first, I needed to figure out my daily calorie expenditure. And that means how many calories I burn per day on an average day. So this is how much food that I can eat and still not gain weight or lose weight. So just stay the same. Stay right where I'm at right now. A nice little bar. That's my daily caloric intake. And the best that I could figure out mine was around 3,100 calories, give or take. And it fluctuates depending on what I do. Because I like to consider myself pretty active, I do ride. I don't drive a car. I ride a bike everywhere. So I ride a fixed gear bike. And I average about 100 miles a week on my bike, as well as 5 workouts in the gym and cardio when I do cardio. So that's a pretty active lifestyle, as well as I walk a lot. I don't, you know, I try not to be sedentary. So taking all these into consideration, I needed to use that to determine my base level of calories, which would be about 3,000 calories. Now, that breaks down into roughly 230 grams of protein, 330 grams of carbs, and about 150 grams of fat. Now, for those reading that, that is a lot of carbs, that's a lot of protein, that's a lot of fat. So this has kind of been hard for me to wrap my head around. And you can figure out these ratios. I mean, there's ways to do it by pencil and paper. I just took, the links in the description are the calculators I use. I basically just used the calculators. There's a couple of them there, and I kind of took my average of the calculators and see, because everything is about the same. It's not, and then I knew that I needed to do, for a week, 2 weeks of just, watching my weight every day, seeing how it fluctuates when I eat, things like that, and what it does. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm consuming, like I said, 230 grams of protein, around 330 grams of carbs, and a little between 150 and 160 grams of fat. So, and in doing this, I've actually learned a lot about food. I'm using MyFitnessPal to track my daily intake, which is, if you're not using that, it's just something I just started doing, and I find it fascinating to just kind of keep track of everything. And I'm affiliated with my iPhone, but there's on the iPhone, you can have the MyFitnessPal app, so it's really cool there. But, sorry, I was going to drink my protein shake there. But basically what it does is, once you figure out your daily caloric needs, you break down your proteins, your fats, and your carbs. Those are your macronutrients. Those are the numbers you have to hit every single day to maintain your weight, gain weight, or lose weight, depending on your goal. And it's really, really cool because, like, take for example, yesterday, I ate clean most of the day, but at night I was still 70 grams of carbs short and about 40 grams of protein short. I had already hit my fats for the day, so I had these calories that I had to hit. So I went to IHOP and I got 5 egg whites and 3 pancakes and calorie-free syrup. That was a good meal. I mean, I'm eating pancakes and I'm maintaining my diet or cutting. I'm still trying to get that base level figured out. But that's a cool thing that you can do with IIFYM macros. And there's a lot of misconceptions, people eating Pop-Tarts and things like that. You can't eat crappy foods all the time and still hit these macronutrients. You have to eat good, clean foods. You try hitting 230 grams of protein and not eat good food. It's impossible. It's extremely hard to do. So this is not just a diet where you can just eat whatever you want all day and still lose weight. Although scientifically, technically it says you can do that. But that's not good. We're not trying to be unhealthy. If you eat crappy foods all day, you're going to have a crappy body. It's the name of the game. But if you have these foods that you like to eat, you fit them into your macronutrients, it's not going to deter your diet. If you're following like a strict diet and you have a day or weekend binge, that you basically consume so many calories that it screws up your week and it derails everything. With IIFYM macros, if you want to slice pizza, just eat the damn pizza. Figure it into your macros and go about your day. You don't binge and lose everything, because it creates what they call flexible dieting, where you can kind of, if you're going out for dinner with friends, you can kind of eat whatever you want as long as you keep track. And with MyFitnessPal, it doesn't matter what restaurant you eat at, it's pretty much always in MyFitnessPal. So that's the kind of gist of IIFYM macros. But what I'm finding out is that you have to do a little experimenting on your own at the beginning to find out, one, your base calorie, and see how your body responds to the higher carbs, the higher proteins, the higher fats. So it forces you to really learn your body. And this is something that I've never done before, so it's awesome for me. And if you guys have questions about this, though, please put them in the comments or respond to my email. But I wanted to do this just to kind of make it a generalized video so you kind of know where to go, because just getting started, you need to figure out, number one, your daily caloric intake and how active you are. Take that into factor. Then use the calculators below and figure out your macronutrient needs. That's it. That's all you have to do. And these calculators below, they'll spit it all out for you. Is the calculator 100% perfect? I doubt it. It's probably not. So you're going to have to experiment. You're going to have to, try it and just see how it works for your body. And that's kind of what I'm doing for the next month or so, just to see. And I'm really committed to this, and that's why I make this video, to help people out. Track your foods, figure out your daily calories, figure out your macronutrients, and go from there. Because when you do that, you can eat things like pancakes, syrup, sandwiches, bread. Like, it doesn't matter as long as every day you're hitting those goals. And don't think that I'm advocating you eat like crap, because I'm not. Because you could try to eat like crap, but when you try to eat 230 grams of protein eating crappy foods, it's really hard. So yes, it's easy to eat crappy carbs, but if you're trying to eat that much protein, it's really hard. So I hope this helps you guys out. There's a lot of YouTubers and fitness YouTubers that have awesome information about this. A gentleman named Matt Ogus, he's got a channel, what is it, Flex for All, youtube.com/Flex4All. He's really knowledgeable on this. There's the 3D Muscle Journey guys. It's just youtube.com/3D Muscle Journey. They're like the pioneers, kind of seems like, about this. There's the guys, they're a bunch of coaches. But I'm by no means yet an expert on this. And I say yet because I will be, because I think this is fascinating stuff and I really want to get good at it. So use the calculators that I put below in the description. Figure out your macronutrients. Figure out your daily calories, your macronutrients, and go from there and give it a try. Start tracking your foods in MyFitnessPal. You have the app on your iPhone. It's really simple to do. And just get to work. And you'll see that day by day to day your weight will fluctuate, and you can look in the mirror and see if you're getting leaner. Like, you can say, oh my gosh, I'm looking lean today, or I look bloated and puffy. These are all parts of the game. You got to figure this shit out. So don't take it to the head mainly and be like, oh my god, I look like shit, this isn't working. Just know that it's about your body reacting to the higher amount of carbs you're putting in. And if you're a low carb dieter right now, which I was, this is going to be a very big adjustment, and it is. Eating 330 grams of carbs every day it's awesome if you've been eating no carbs or very low carbs. So a couple of the benefits I've seen with this is obviously the flexibility in what you can eat. But two, my workouts have been awesome. My energy's been through the roof. I do a good bit of my carbs before I go to the gym at usually 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and my energy, my workouts are just fucking banging right now. So that's a big plus. Plus, some mornings I wake up, I look leaner. Other days I'm like, oh man, I look bloated today. So I'm still trying to tailor things in, but all in all, I feel pretty good. So I'm going to keep rolling with this. I'll do some more videos, with updates and everything like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like this video, share it. This is all about if it fits your macros, or IIFYM, and kind of a how-to guide in getting started if you've been researching and stuff like I have and just are a little timid on getting into it. But like I said, like this video, share it. Leave comments if you want some questions or anything else answered. Figure out your daily calories. Figure out your macronutrients. Use the calculators below. And if you want to learn how to do it like by pen and paper, I'll do another video about that later. You don't need to getting started out. Just don't confuse yourself. Just kind of get started. Once again, this is Ryan again. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.